For today's task, we're going to be looking at mental subtraction, and I'm just going to run through a few ways and methods that you could use to solve these problems today. So it's a very similar structure to what Miss Bradford showed you yesterday, but we're just going to have a look at some questions. So on set A, let's look at the first question of 190 take away 50. So we're trying to use mental strategies to use that. So the book explains that we can do 190 take away 50. We can make that 10 times smaller, so we can think of that as 19 take away 5. So we're going to start off by doing 19 take away 5, which would give us 14. Now, because we made that 10 times smaller, we need to make it 10 times bigger again. So we would end up with 140. Let's look at another one that comes up in set B. So in set B, we have the number 2,700 subtract 500. So now we're into the hundreds column. So again, we can just think of that as 27 subtract 5. You can write this out if you need to, although I'm sure many of you can do this in your heads. So 27 take away 5 will give us 22. We made it 100 times smaller, so now we need to make it 100 times bigger. We have 2,200. Okay, so for set C, we've got a missing number problem. So for example, we've got 270 subtract something gives us 210. Now, if this was me, I would try and do this in my head. If not, feel free to draw a number line because that might help you. So 270 subtract something gives us 210. So I would simply, even if I need to use my fingers, count down. So I'm going to count down in 10. So I've got 270, 260, 250, 240, 230, 220, 210. So I've done six tens, which would be 60. So that would be my missing number problem for that one. So they're all pretty much the same on that first sheet, and then you'll head over to the second sheet, and again you've got set A and set B, again with those subtraction, and you'll need to use mental strategies to do that. So let's have a look at a couple of those as well. So let's look at these ones from set A because set A and B are very similar. So question 1 is 195 subtract 23, and exactly how Miss Bradford showed you yesterday, we're going to partition this 23. So I've got 2 10s, so that's 20 and 3, and then I can break down that question. Again, I could probably do this in my head, but I'm going to write it out. 195 take away 20 would give me 175, and then I can do my answer, which was 175 take away 3. It leaves me with 172. So that would be my final answer. It's pretty much the same for section B as well. I'm just going to show you section C because again it's a bit of a missing number problem. I know sometimes they're a little bit trickier. So if we just have a look, we've got 285 take away 60 minus something gives us 225. So let's break that down. Let me write that out first of all. So we've got 285 minus 60 take away something gives us 224. So let's break that down. Let's do this bit first. Let's do 285 take away 60. Again, we can try and use our mental strategies there. So the only thing we need to look at is the tens column. So 8 take away 6. I'd actually count on and put 6 in my head and count on to 8. 6, 7, 8. I know that's a difference of 20. So difference of 20 is there. So altogether, if I take 20 off of that, I'm going to get 225. With that one, because I've counted on take away 80, 70, 60. So 225. So this now, I can actually rub this out, or I'm actually just going to write it in blue, is the same as 225. So 225, subtract something is 224. So if we subtract the 1, we've got 224.